Hello, we are going to explain some of the changes that our planet will have in 30 years if we do not have an environmental care. The life of the Earth will end in 2050 due to poor air quality, the melting of the Arctic ice cap, and the expansion of desert. These are some of the problems and will kill humanity in less than 30 years. A study by the United Nations Organization indicated that the planet's temperature will increase from 3 to 50 degrees, marking infinity uninhabitable.
Consequences of our bad habits of life with planet Earth. Greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases cause increased actual temperatures is on average 15 degrees Celsius. About 30 years, the temperature could be 1.5 degrees Celsius more than now. It would be a safe temperature for the Earth. Even if it could be higher, it would be catastrophic for the environment, the species, and health too. The main changes it will produce are melting Arctic ice, rising sea levels, shortage of fresh water, flooding, and strong heat waves. It is estimated that by 2100 the temperature increased by 4.5, being a fairly high risk for the life on the planet. Diseases. The health of millions of people could be at risk from the rise of diseases such as malaria, malnutrition, and waterborne diseases. This is caused by the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and the greater amount of the dioxide absorbed by the water sources. The more CO2, the more acidic the water is. Species. Both animal and plant species in 30 years will be quite affected by climate change, generating the mass extinction of many of them. Since the vast majority will not be able to adapt because change in habitats are faster than adapted capacity of species. This generates instability in the food chain and the natural process of the planet.
Consequence of climate change in 30 years. The climate change that will have the planet will be very strong because the temperature change will cause disaster and affect biodiversity. There could also be droughts and falls. Acid rain is also a big problem because it generates serious alterations in the ecological system. In this country, in Colombia, climate change will affect us because the hotter it's it. In Santa Marta, Cartagena, Barranquilla, the hotter is it, more worrying. It's all the habitats of different departments suffers from disasters, overcrowd, and that the economy falls. In 30 years, climate change will be a threat, but will be too late. Climate change is the main global environmental problem facing humanity. Among many other effects, global warming, multiple extreme climate, floods and droughts, heat and cold waters aggravates desertification and erosion process, and suppose a general loss of biodiversity.
My point of view is that we must take care of the planet. since the deforestation is a means anti-more pollution, the more population, and the lack of environmental awareness. If urgent measures are not taken, we human beings are about to destroy the only habitable planet.
In conclusion, in my personal opinion, I think that government should do more for the planet. I have read to that Donald Trump, he thinks that everyone talks about the environment could be a joke, which it's hard to believe because in the Amazons, for example, they are destroying of the jungle. I think the situations is very sad. I think that the environment must be taken care of because the air is our home. So, in the case of the city, we chose a solution is difficult because there are many interests for govern and more people because there are many interests for the land. In 30 years, we may not be as we are now. Is probably our sons and younger will experience the consequence of our evil acts towards the planet.
Human beings, the virus that has not affected the earth, because over time we have wasted natural resources. I don't know how to value everything that our planet offers us. I wears out. Is that fair? How it is possible that people throw garbage in rivers, water sources are contaminated, and we complain about not being able to have the latest technology? Our common sense is great. You have to know how to manage resources. They belong to everyone for everyone. The impact is now. It may be greater later, but we must do something today for the care of our planet. Care for trees, care plants, care animals. Remember, planet Earth is our home. We have neighbors who need it. Let's take care of the water that gives us life. Each of the inhabitants of this planet cannot live without it. Let's put our grain of sand to mitigate some much risks. And I ask you, what do you do to change this situation? Let's start now from our home with our family. If we don't start now, we will regret it in the not distant future. Become aware. Thank you.